Namaskar, I am Ashok Vyas. Life becomes worth living when we understand the true meaning of living, and that meaning is unfolded for us by sages through their consistent devotion and constant compassion. They bring a sense of pure love in our lives, and when they leave their physical form, that creates a sense of emptiness. But that space is filled through, again, inspiration, which comes in abundance, even when they are not with us in the physical form. At the age 95, addressed as Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj, head of BAPS organization, left his mortal frame on August 13 this year. And remembering him individually is not enough, so there is a collective occasion happening in New York on 18th September, telling us all about this timeless tribute and paying our own tribute through this program. I have the pleasure of welcoming 3 youth volunteers from BAPS organization and breaking the tradition of ladies first. Let me welcome Ojas first. Ojas, namaste.
Namaste.
Then I also have Hiral Patel with me today. Hiral, welcome. And Shreya, welcome. So Shreya, since your name is Shreya, what is it that you have heard about this word from Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj or in the literature? What is Shreya?
So I've heard about it in bhajans. The exact meaning, to be honest, I don't know. But I do hear it often in bhajans when I do come to mandir and do my bhajan bhakti.
Wonderful. So what I heard, there are 2 paths as enunciated in our tradition, Shreya Marg and Preyo Marg. So Preyo is the one that pleases us, but Shreyo is the one which is good for us. So Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj's presence also helped us in discovering what is good for us. So Ojas, tell me, when you are a child, your parents take you to an organization, you have been a part of BAPS for many years now as youth volunteers. When you look back, how being a part of BAPS has influenced your life, has helped you in learning about yourself?
Well, BAPS and Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj's life itself, when I'm looking back at it, Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj has influenced every aspect of my life. When I look at my professional career, volunteering at BAPS taught me skills that translated into the workplace. I learned how to public speak at BAPS. I learned how to project manage at BAPS. I learned how to be a leader at BAPS. But beyond professional life, personality-wise, Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj had such a magnetic personality. He was humble, caring. I try to imbibe those into my own personality. But beyond both of those things too, cultural-wise, I was born in New York, raised in Queens. But it's because of Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj that I practice Hinduism today, that I do puja, arti, even though I'm thousands of miles away from India. It's because of BAPS and Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj I have that touch with my Hindu culture. And you can see that it's not only me, but like the impact Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj and BAPS has. You can tell from after Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj's passing, the outpour of tributes and messages about the great life that Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj had. You can see that he definitely left a huge impact on the world and individuals like me.
Talking about the impact of Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj, and many people who are new to BAPS organization, when they go here and they see that men are sitting separate, women are sitting separate, how that question probably when you started observing and seeing from other people's point of view, how you found a sense that this is the right way?
As it says that, since I was, born in a satsang, and this is how I have seen our satsang, that, there is a maryada, because the limitations between man and woman. It's written in the scriptures that there are 2 main components that, make you attached and, can fall you from the path of a goodness. There is the money and a woman, and as a vow that sadhu takes to stay away from the woman, it's just for for their betterment and their progress in a satsang or in the spiritual way. And as being a woman, I have never felt that I'm being discriminating, or I'm like behind with someone. But the love that Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj has given us, even though he's not physically with us, but his love, his action, his love for us, his guidance is always directed us in a right way, which never made us feel that we cannot go and talk to him. He has given us that liberty that whenever any problem or any hardship or any difficult time in our life, we can write the letter and ask for the guidance. But it's just the betterment, and it's there for as a sadhu, it was there, I would say the niyam that they have to follow to progress themselves in this spiritual way. But as a woman, as I said earlier, we never felt that we were discriminated. But
that's beautiful. Shreya, living in New York, as Ojas was mentioning, we have distinctly two different worlds for us. If you are going to a temple, you have different ambience, different environment, and in your college and other mainstream, call that culture, it's totally different. Was it difficult for you to find a balance, and the activities in which you were participating at BAPS, or you still are participating at BAPS, what is it that you like most about them and that is empowering for you?
I don't find it anything difficult by any means. I think everything that I learned from Mandir is what I've applied to my life. And although the aura in Mandir, it's completely spiritual, it's something you may never feel outside of Mandir. It's something I've translated to my day-to-day life. I brought it home. So I've practiced it on a day-to-day life. Like Uja said, he does daily puja, arti, and it's something I do also. And through those activities, I've been able to develop a connection to God in which I can translate on my daily life. So I may be in college, but I still feel the presence of Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj and Bhagwan with me as I go to college. So balancing both has never been a difficulty for me, because I had the opportunity to come to Mandir on a Sunday-to-Sunday basis and learn all these skills and develop a connection with God and Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj, which enabled me to not find it difficult to kind of keep my Hindu values at core and still be able to live in New York and go to college and still do everything I want to do, but still be a Hindu at core.
So now you have mentioned Hindu values, Ojas also mentioned Hindu values. So many Hindus are not very clear about so much diversity is there, and there are questions which come to them, whether you are at your workplace or whether you are in your school or college. So just typically you must have also come across your friends asking you different questions, and were you always ready to respond to them, or there was sometimes a need to go and ask somebody and sort of get back to them?
So as I mentioned earlier, how Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj and BAPS, it influenced my personality and the way I carry myself. One of the things that Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj has taught me through his teachings and his readings is to be confident about what you believe in. As you can see on my forehead, I have a tilak chandal. So I do this to work as well. So at St. John's University, a Catholic university, with a workplace like that, they obviously have questions of why is this on my forehead and stuff. I explain it's part of a ritual that I do on a daily basis. It's called the tilak chandal, and I explain a little bit about BAPS. And it's to the point now where I've been confident enough to be able to speak about my beliefs that my co-workers and my American friends, they know a little bit about Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj and BAPS as well, and they've developed a respect for it. So it's through Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj that I have the confidence and the ability to carry myself as a Hindu, a BAPS Hindu, despite being in New York and America.
So why don't I take the advantage of your presence? Some of our viewers are also not very much aware about why you have it on your forehead all the time, because some people have it while they are in the middle of worship session and then they would take it off, and some people are reluctant even at that time. So of course you carry it with joy, and share what is the significance behind it.
So it's written in the Shiksha Patri, Bhagwan Swaminarayan. who is the Supreme Lord in the BAPS faith, it's written in there that the symbol, there's a tilak of sandalwood paste, which is meant to represent the feet of Bhagwan. And the chanlo, the red chanlo in the middle, is the ideal devotee bowing down to those feet. So it's a reminder that we're forever in service of Bhagwan, and we're forever at Bhagwan's feet.
So being at Bhagwan's feet means the readiness to surrender, and that means going beyond ego. Now, Hiral, how that is practiced, is it easy or difficult? Because most of the time we are conducting ourselves with I want this, or I, and strong likes and dislikes are becoming sort of defining features of the modern youth.
So our Guru Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj has given us that understanding, that belief that whatever happen in our life, is God is all doer. So since we started coming to the satsang or started coming to the mandir, that samjhan or that understanding has imbibed in us that we always have to understand that you are not doing nothing. It's the God grace. It's, you know, it's our Guru's grace that whatever is happening or whatever you're doing, it's because of his grace. He, during his one of the pravachan, Guru Hari Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj has said, let's say today, you know, you're making $1 million amount of money. Why? Because you have that, you know, capacity to do it. But because, and the reason behind is that God has given you that, you know, ability to do it. Let's tomorrow, if he thinks that, oh, I don't want Hiral to do certain things, he can take away this ability. So that understanding that samjhan has given by our Guru Hari Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj, that always understand that you are not doing, you are separate from, you know, your body is separate from the soul, and always understand that whatever happening or whatever you're doing, God is all doer.
So everything ultimately is done by God, and you are just a medium. That aspect, along with the question that relates to the physical or the external world and the inner consciousness, how to find a balance, and what is the bridge that lets you pass through the world seamlessly or smoothly. Shreya, we see such magnificent temples by BAPS at all the places, even such beautiful temple in New Jersey, and now one is coming up very soon in Long Island also, I believe. How do you see the importance of these beautiful looking magnificent structures from spiritual point of view?
So it's going back to the core of Hinduism, going back to our Veds, right? The structure and the architecture comes to that. But as a Hindu coming to an abroad land, right? Because Hinduism's core values come from India. A temple is a place where you can go to really come to one with yourself, to find your inner peace, to find your inner soul, and to really concentrate on the core values of life and why you're really here. So no matter where you go, whether you come to New York or you go to a temple like in Robbinsville or Houston, you can still feel that same peace no matter where you go in a temple.
Same question to you. You may add something as a journalist, because you come from journalism background. Ojas, you have studied journalism. So just keeping a little detached point of view and try to explain it to a foreign eye, the importance of, because everything now goes towards the economic cycle. So people think that so much money spent and how it's actually related to devotion, you and your God alone. So those kind of arguments, you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah, so I think it goes back to BAPS's core message, which is the fact that we are a volunteer-driven organization that looks to instill Hindu ideals into society. So that means faith, unity, and selfless care. Now, these mandirs, these temples, they're embodiments of that, which means that when we look at Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj's life, it's easy to see through his words, and you hear about his personality, but he's a man of action as well. Action meaning that he built these temples across India, and then in the UK, and then Africa, and then in America, starting with New York. And these temples, what they've done is they've allowed people like myself people like Shreya, people like Hiro, to have a place, despite being in America, to celebrate their faith, to look at their identity, to understand their role as a Hindu, as well as giving us the ability to talk to other Americans about that as well. So when we have festivals in places like Robbinsville, where a Grand Mandir was built, we're able to reach out to the entire Robbinsville community and that whole township. The mayor of Robbinsville, some of the political figures in New Jersey, they recognize the work that BAPS does for the community itself. There's yearly walkathons for charities with local beneficiaries. So it's not only just an external figure, but the value that mandir holds is just as important as how it looks.
So now, so much profound words coming from all three of you, and the source of inspiration, His Holiness Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj, timeless tribute would be paid to him on Sunday, September 18th. The event is between 4 to 6 p.m. and the place is Hilton, Long Island, Huntington. And you can of course get more details from BAPS.org website. What should people expect would be the structure of this tribute event?
Yeah, so as it says that, when the man left, what man left behind when he given him everything towards the community. And Pramukh Swami Maharaj was the guru who lived his life for the community, for the BAPS followers. So this tribute is the one way to show the love and respect to our guru and his work. And it's a way to express our love towards our guru. So in this type of a tribute a ceremony, there are going to be the virtues of our guru, and we're going to talk about that. He led this BAPS organization 45 years, and he led it so even though he was a guru, he was the president of the BAPS organization. He was very down to earth, through his work, through his compassionate for the society. He won the heart for so many national leaders, so many the people from the different religion. So it's a one opportunity to get together and show your love and respect toward this spiritual legend.
Shreya, there are some bhajans that you have learned being a part of BAPS. Anyone which you feel reminds you a lot of Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj?
There's a lot. I think one line that's kind of stuck.
Sing.
I don't sing too well. I'll do my best.
Pramukh
ji apani upakar ke varsha bhinjave amane. So his compassion kind of drenches us like the rain would drench you. And that's something that time and time again, no matter who you ask, how long they've known Pramukh Swami Maharaj, that's something they felt from the moment they've seen or heard or read anything about him. His compassion is something that kind of transcends any sort of form, and it's something that touches anyone at any level, no matter how young or old they are. And that's something that I still feel today. And I felt when I was younger. So that's something that definitely stuck and resonated with me.
So drenched in the compassion, यानी उनके करुणा से भीग जाते हैं. इस बात को लेते हुए एक प्रेम के साथ में व्यवस्था, अनुशासन. अगर सिर्फ भावना हो और अनुशासन नहीं हो तो इतना बड़ा संगठन आगे नहीं चल सकता है. Now we're just talking about the organizational part of BAPS. Of course, the presence of Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj has been strength for the whole organization, and the immense growth that has happened in the last 4 or 5 decades as he was leading this organization. How do you see structure-wise in the absence of his physical form? Are you confident things are going to continue to move in the right direction?
It's just as you mentioned before, although the physical form of Pramukh Swami Maharaj, the body that we're used to, has departed, has passed away, the spiritual guru never leaves this earth, according to the faith of BAPS. So with the passing of Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj and the appointment of His Holiness Mahant Swami Maharaj, we continue to see that that figurehead that we came to grow and love since we were children up till now, it's still present here on earth through the form of Mahant Swami Maharaj. So that growth that we've seen these past decades, that same person that motivated that growth is still present here. So yes, I do believe that this growth that we witnessed in the past is going to continue for future decades as well.
Wonderful. So talking to Ojas, Hiral and Shreya, I also recollect in the last couple of years being a part of ITV, I got the opportunity of visiting and participating in some of the events, utsavs organized by BAPS, and the feeling of love, sense of positive values and a genuine enthusiasm of human spirit which radiates from these centers is commendable, and we pay our tributes to the contribution of Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj, and as we are remembering him, I also recollect again this coming Sunday, 18th September, 4 to 6 p.m. at Hilton, Long Island, Huntington. There is going to be an event, timeless tribute. So whether you have been a part of BAPS or you have been exposed to the wonderful flow of service-oriented activities by BAPS, you may want to be a part of this special gathering, which is like gathering of a family that believes in human dignity, love, peace and harmony. May the message from the life of Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj continue to inspire millions of people across the globe. And once again, I sincerely want to thank and appreciate the presence of Ojas, Hiral and Shreya to ITV studio, and in helping us paying our tribute to Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj. Thank you all of you for being with us. This is Showcase.